All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It is a Thursday. It is a Thursday. Lonix, it's good to see you. Hey, Silas. Hey, Star. Hey, Sidewinder. And yeah, Lonix, I'm sure you probably already guessed by now. We are back into Star Citizen. I figured people probably want to talk about the TAC, and maybe, just maybe, I should play Star Citizen before I go off to the Bar Citizen in Nashville. Well, Star, I wanted to be honest, and I got a few concerns about the TAC. Hey, Steve. Lonix, it's not in game yet. It'll be in game. Oh, hold on. I can probably get you an exact date if you give me just a second. Let's see. Probably May 19th. I'm going to say May 19th is when it's going to be flyable. Unless they just do it right when Invictus launches. If they do it with Misc Day, it'll be May 19th. Star, that sounds right. Hey, Dragnos. Good afternoon. Howdy, biker. But they did drop the video today for the TAC. And just the TAC, I thought... don't like that. Don't like that. You know what? We'll just go back to the lobby and try to summon our hangar. Yeah, Star. So I got a couple of concerns because, like, one. Okay. Large ships are really unfairly dinked when it comes to the current power management setup.
To the ASOC vehicle retrieval
like, if you got multiple power plants, you know, you only get about 30% of the second power plant. Really unfair. Like, the Caterpillar struggles because of that. I thought I stored that. Oof. Well, looks like I'm flying out to Arc L1 to pick up a Caterpillar.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Yeah, exactly, Dragnos. If it's only got a single size 3 to power all of its hardware, that thing is going to be really underpowered. It's going to have a lot of issues. And Biker, how are you stuck? What's going on? Oh, I guess that brought the that brought it all back. Look at that. There we go. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Biker, what do you mean? What ship are you in? Yeah, Steven, I think it's going to be next week, man, because the Invictus doesn't even start until the 15th, I believe. Hold on. It's, yeah, May 15th. So I don't think you've got a lot to worry about. Well, I mean, they could just always up the HP of the... So that's how it's gonna go today. Well, Bishop, let's, you know, let's
Welcome.
be honest. Will it work?
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hey, Phaedrus. Yeah, 1 second, Biker. Let me drink this tasty Cruise Lux. Yeah, I mean, they don't exactly have a habit of releasing early, so they can catch bugs beforehand. Oh, Phaedrus. They're not, sorry, not Phaedrus. Biker, you are stuck on that rail. Can you jump around? Can you move? Can you lay down? Maybe try lay down and rolling with Q and E. It's the only thing I can think of in that situation. Like, are you doing the thing where it's acting like you're constantly falling? That's right, Ken. Prepare that wallet. Wonder what all we're gonna see at Invictus. What's gonna be flyable? I've got predictions. Oh god, not wallet. Okay. I mean, Coyote, like, I'll be happy that it releases, but I'm not like, oh yes, oh, finally, everything that I've wanted is here. Biker, the only thing I can think of, like, hold J, put your tractor beam away. Maybe just keep spinning. When you get that weird little fall forever animation, there's not a whole lot you can do. You can maybe try to lift one of those boxes up and knock it into you, if it'll let you, but that's gonna be a tough sell, man. Yeah, like, it'll be nice to see the TAC release, but I think in the current power management setup, it's going to be severely underpowered in more ways than one. And Justin, that's fair. Like, it takes a lot of folks to run a Polaris. You know, I'm looking at these. Port Trezler to Everest. Do I really want to go to Port Trezler to Everest? Yeah, why not? We'll do it. Although I should have checked the size of those boxes. Nice, biker. Congrats.
Landing gear up.
Yeah, running that solo is basically just like flying an Andromeda. What is going on with my map? Also, I apologize for being late today. Take the girlfriend's Subaru in for regularly scheduled maintenance, and it took a little bit longer than anticipated. We'll be taking her car to Nashville tomorrow for the Bar Citizen. That way either one of us can drive. Since both my cars are manuals. And yeah, Justin, what is that? What's the new feature? Oh, Justin, do you mean like being able to do the, turn it into construction materials? I've said that for a while. I just can't do it to large ships. Man, I tell you, I do notice that speed difference with that Erebos over the Pontus. It is definitely worth it.
Quantum fuel is at 75%.
Hey, Raymond. Oh, you're good, man. I actually just got started not too long ago. I was a bit late due to some car stuff taking a minute. Wow, Luna, I can't believe I would make you trespass into Discord just for my blasphemy. That's impressive. No, I was getting the car worked on. Took a bit longer than anticipated. Because unfortunately it's so new it has to go back to the dealership. Well, you know, if it costs anything if I take it back to the dealership. And they took about an hour and a half. Maybe 2 hours. But I do apologize for being late. If I really did any sort of social media, I would have some sort of news hub for that. Now, I will tell you, there is a darn good chance I am just not here tomorrow. because tomorrow is when I'll be driving to Nashville, and honestly, I'd rather leave early in the day and then kind of enjoy the evening instead of. It's right here. So yeah, good chance you don't see me tomorrow. Would love to be here, but something about streaming and then turning around and driving for 6 hours just sounds not cool. Jen, you're probably right, or you'll get it, but the drone feature won't be in for a while. Oh, Drag knows he's got arrangements. He's got arrangements. No, Waffle's got arrangements. Dog has arrangements. Girlfriend's sister's going to be watching them. No, can't I understand that? I mean, you know, what's the point once you got the Apollo? Really? Can I not? And Raymond, I don't know if you asked, but I did take meds. Meds were taken. Oh, what is going on? There we go.
Quantum drive is now off.
Ooh, Ludo, sorry to hear about the tooth, but I'm glad he did good. Well behaved, didn't scratch anybody up, remove any flesh. Yeah, I heard we got a new patch. Although until we get to test the new ships, I'm not super worried about it. Like, are we getting any sort of meaningful gameplay update aside from the raft?
Please proceed to assigned landing back.
Landing gear down.
Also, I need to know which one of you chuckleheads texted me the other day saying, "Happy birthday, nephew." Because, one, I ain't got a lot of people in my life that I can be a nephew to. And two, it wasn't my birthday. So I want to know how you guys have had the stupid beam become so saturated into the real world that I start getting random texts wishing me happy birthday. And it turns out it was a wrong number, but still. Oh, right, I forgot all about the Valkyrie buff. I did forget about that. Thank you, Raymond. You know, Bob, I believe I'll believe it when I see it. I feel like it's just there to be a lore thing and to let people know that it's coming. I don't know if it's there to actually be used yet. But, you know, that's my thinking on it. Yeah, Lonix, there's rumors that the AI blades are going to make an appearance for Invictus. The thing is, and the reason I don't believe it, or at least I don't believe it'll be there to be playable, they might show off some models for them, which, you know, is essentially going to be a box. But we're this far into PTU, we're all waves, and no one's tested a blade. I feel like if it was going to be a thing, that would be a wave one. That would be an Evocati thing, you know? So it might be on display, but I don't think it'll be implemented for a while. One second. So, Ariel, the blades are basically like the AI computer slots. So, like, you might get an AI blade that will run a turret for you instead of having to, you know, hire someone or sucker a friend into playing with you. Basically, just computer parts to run parts of the ship for you. I mean, Luna, you didn't miss a whole lot. Basically, just that it's going to be underpowered and underperforming with the way that the current power allocation works. Because, like, it would be fun, but it's also one of those things where it's like, do we have anything that would be really useful right now? Like, taking out a couple of turrets at a bunker, and then dropping in some ground dudes to go do a thing. Which is actually kind of the issue we had when the Valkyrie came. You know. 6 years ago. Yeah, no, Bob, I feel that. I feel that. As a fellow hauler, I feel that. I would get a little bit more confident in going to some shady areas if I had some blades. Which you could also argue that the PDCs are, you know, baby steps towards getting blade technology working. You know, it'd be really cool if some of these were 24s. I mean, Raymond, they're just blades. That's the term they already came up with. So like a turret blade or a, you know, systems blade. Hey, Mabutu. So is anybody gonna go to this Nashville bar, Citizen, or am I gonna be all by my lonesome? I'll be honest, I didn't get any fun, cool merch ready this time. It kind of snuck up on me while I've been out of commish. That's fair, Wolf. That's fair. Hey, Mad. Ken, it's down in Nashville. Which, I mean, from Chicago, you might, where does, hold on. Let me just look at the Amtrak map. I don't think it runs through Nashville. Let me just take a gander. Wow, it does not. It hits Memphis. I mean, I could pick you up in Memphis, and then you could ride with us to Nashville, but, whew, that's a trip. It's a long trip, and it's this weekend. Biker, that's fair. Yeah, being in the wrong country does make it slightly more difficult. Hey, Roy. What is it? No, that's fair, Ken. I mean, I doubt it's going to be a huge magical moment or anything, you know? Like, it's not a Citizen Con. Now, if it was Citizen Con, I'd be like, but Ken, you know. But no, it's not anything like that. So I think you'll be all right. Ooh, Mabutu. I'm gonna guess it connects in Chicago first, doesn't it? Everything likes to connect in Chicago. Yeah, Mabutu, that's it. They don't really have any other hubs. So you kind of run into that issue. Which makes it really annoying if you're trying to go elsewhere. I mean, Mabutu, that's exactly the reason we don't have it. Back in the day, GM went, hey, buddy Department of Transportation, we would like to ask you to build this interstate infrastructure. And by the way, we're gonna buy up all the local trams and torch them. Oh, come on, Luna, that's not bad. You know, AJ did 734 miles in a single day on a motorcycle. On a motorcycle. Which is, frankly, ridiculous. Honestly, Mobutu, I would even settle with just low-speed rail that goes to more places. Like, our entire rail infrastructure is built for freight. And also, originally when we built it, we made the mistake of paying by the mile. So they built it all squirrely instead of straight lines so they could get more miles out of it. Because oversight is not something we're good at. I did, Raymond. I did get to see it. I did watch it right before the stream so I could go, ooh, ah, oh. Oh, come on, Lonix. That's just a day trip. Yeah, that's all that is. That's just a day trip. Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't blame anybody for not wanting to travel a ludicrous distance. I'm only going because we're not getting a Star Citizen convention this year for CitizenCon. Beggars, I don't think so, but I'm in live right now. I'm not in PTU. This one up. There we go. Hmm. Did that just ruin my plot? I think it did. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Lonix. A day trip. You know, a whole day. That's fine. 17 hours is no big. Got this. I mean, that's basically a Lord of the Rings marathon, you know? Hey, El Guapo. Well, Lonix, what about the extended cuts? How long are those? Okay, so maybe it's longer than the extended cut Lord of the Rings marathon, but you know, it's about the memories. And oh, Guapo, I haven't seen any. I haven't fully checked it out, but just for the little bit that I've poked around, I haven't seen much.
Quantum drive is now on.
I mean, last year they didn't even have the Invictus commodities on, remember? So. Hey, Squirrel. Squirrel, I got your invite yesterday, but I was down in the kitchen doing some cooking.
Quantum drive is now off.
You know, Saron, I might be wrong about the exact dates, but I believe around June? I want to say June. Sometime in June. Cinemark is doing the either theatrical or extended runs in theaters. I want to say right when January kicked off for 2024, they had the extended ones in theaters. It was one right after the other each day. So like each night after I'd finish a stream, I'd go and see the extended one in theaters. And that was nice. That was really enjoyable, getting to see them on the big screen. No, that's fair. That's fair. I get it. In your home, you can pause it whenever you want to. Have all the snacks you want, have all the, you know, adult snacks that you want. Because like here, you know, you're lucky to get a beer or like some sort of cheap wine.
Landing gear.
At home, you could have a full-on, you know, Washington apple or margarita machine or whatever. Or, you know, a burger, pizza, or you know, some Indian food. And you don't have to worry about bothersome clientele. Good God, like if I ever run into the people that were at the Princess Mononoke showing again, just ugh. Yeah, Lonix, I'm not even sure how they would do that one as a movie. No, what's going on here? What's going on here? Why are you? Okay. And Raymond, I also do feel that with the Blander and appearance thing. I don't know, maybe it's just a nostalgia thing, but it always seems like we used to worry about, we used to worry about the way things looked a lot more back in the day. We used to spend money on aesthetic. It was beautiful. Like back when Art Deco was a thing. And now everything just feels so minimalist and streamlined and clinically sterile in its design. Oh, Jess, so that's no good. Think they'll ever fix hanger sounds? Roy, that sadly sounds about right. See, Roy, okay, all right. Sorry, I'm gonna rant for a little bit. You know, there's always like the common criticism that Americans don't travel outside of the country. You know, we're not cultured or whatever. And it's like, okay, well, you know, the base price to leave the country and come back is already like $2,000. You know? Like, unfortunately, America be big. And if you want to go anywhere that's not, I don't know, Canada, Mexico, like if you want to like go to a different continent, you got to spend cash. You got to spend at least about $2,000. And, you know, that's just the airfare. Like once you start getting hotels and everything else, and you are essentially spending the price of a used car. And a lot of people don't have, you know, $5,000-$6,000 to just plunk down. Yeah, exactly, Squirrel. Like I said, America be big. America be really big. I mean, shoot, I'm going to be driving 6 hours straight on the highway doing speeds of about 120 kilometers an hour. I say that, probably about 140 kilometers an hour. And I'm going one state over. One state. Now, granted, that state is long, but still. You know, these aren't country road speeds we're talking. Hey, Willy's Wonderland was good. I always enjoy Nicolas Cage. See, Wolf, I would love to travel more. It's just, I would have to find someone who passionately enjoys spending lots of money on me to watch me travel instead of them, and that's not a huge market, you know? Well, Bishop, I was trying to do the conversion because if I use the freedom units, it doesn't really make sense for those that I'm describing it to, you know? Like, okay, hold on. Let me do the math, actually. Let me just hit up Google real quick. So for example, the trip that I'm taking, and I'm gonna underround this just to, you know, get some easy breezy numbers. I'm doing about 400 miles. So let's convert that right quick to kilometers. So 400 times 1.6. That is 640 kilometers I am traveling. But I'm literally just going to the next state over. Just next door. I'm going next door. And Lonix, I would love to have one of those jobs. Sadly, I don't know if I'm in condition for any of those jobs. But Matt, I'm not a traitor. It's good to know multiple units. That way, if someone starts using those, you know, weird ones, you know how to narc on them. Yeah, see, Yvette, that's a drive right there. That is a drive. See, Raymond, I've never had those. Here in America, they split the hall down the middle and have 2 rooms to each side, but they're very tiny. And you gotta spend a hefty premium to have those. Yeah, Lonix, like, I don't know, I could open up a travel blog. I don't think those make money. I don't understand how people make money with those. There's just certain business models that I've never understood. Yeah, see, Bishop, it's a long way to go. That's a state for me. I'm literally just going next door. Oh, Mad, you're good? You ain't even been rude yet. I mean, can I guess, but like you guys have to spend whopper amounts of money for me to even, and I'm not gonna pimp myself out like that. Shoot, I have a hard enough time telling you guys that I have a Toby affiliation for eye tracker stuff, you know? Yeah, see, Granulus, that's always nice. That is nice. That actually sounds okay. Actually, Granulus, tell me more about that. Tell me more about this new home in Minnesota. I am suddenly very interested and kind of want to go. Yeah, Ken. It just feels odd to be like, I'm Jack Axton and I want you to buy, I don't know, Tebow chocolate bars. It just feels weird. Like, you know, I'll promote ices. I like those. I'll stand behind that. But that's just because I like them and I like to get them. And I'll do anything for an icy. Like, I'll say anything for money. But I want the money paid direct, you know. Affiliate links just kind of feel scuzzy. Oh, Bishop, I remember that. They kind of still are. Well, Biker, last update I got on him after he got his big, expensive cardio thing on his heart was that he was okay. Which really kind of irked me because they were like, oh, he's got heart disease. That's why we're going to bring him in and get him scanned. But scan says he's okay and that he don't got heart disease. So he was sick, but wasn't the heart disease. I don't know if he just ate something or what. Wait a minute, dude is dying on death's door, and a few days later, he's not. Yeah, there we go, El Guapo. I'm Jack Axton, and I think you should drink Pip soda. Oh, mad. Oh, mad. Thank you. Although, oh god, what have I done? What have I done? Oh crap. What have I done? Thank you, kid. Thank you. And kid, I'll have you know I actually got an icy while waiting for the car work today. So, I have had my icy for the day. Now, Matt, I have a question, and I'm going to regret this. What song did you have in mind? Well, you see, Bishop, the way they work, the way that a lot of this affiliate stuff works is basically you spam the whole link and advertise for them, but you only get paid. You only get paid when people utilize the particular link and buy a thing. Like, you know how in radio advertisements, you have to pay for the advertisement? The thing is, I could hawk NordVPN and stuff all day long, but they wouldn't pay me unless people signed up for that particular affiliate link. Oh, I did leave. And that ain't right. That ain't right. I ain't gonna do a thing unless there's guaranteed payment for it. Like, for example, Mad has given me $10. I now owe Mad a song. Oh, God. Oh, no. I did, Lonix. I did. It took him like a month or so, but I got a little thing, a little note, and they paid me out for it. It was like 20, 30 bucks or so, I think. And thank you, El Guapo. Thank you. Good job on getting the Wookiee. Luna's going to be upset at you now. The biggest bird. Matt, I don't know the biggest bird. I don't know that one. I don't know that one at all. And yeah, Bishop, there's usually zero initial fee. They try to basically get free advertising. Because the thing is, you'll hawk it all day long, but they're only going to pay you for the people that sign up. They're going to pay you for brand exposure, anything like that. Tell you what, Matt. Tell you what. How about You Are My Sunshine? Is that an okay song? Is that agreeable? Just a nice little lullaby style song. And Biker, that'll probably be a while. Because like I said, I haven't been letting him up here. See, I'm waiting for Mad to come up with something like Baby Got Back, or like, I don't know, some Rod Stewart, or something with a range that I don't possess. Yeah, Lonix, that's it. That's the proper term. That's the proper term. Revenue share.
Quantum fuel is at 100%. Launch complete.
You see, Mad, you got enough drinks in me, and I'll sing about half the soundtrack to Rocky Horror Picture Show at a karaoke night. But I don't know if I'm going to do that on stream. Ah, that's fair, Luke. That's fair. Oh, Biker, I can't do Shakira. Shakira is forever ruined for me. Wait, Lonix, price on which one? I feel like that would have to be like a very specific video. Now, hold on, kid. Now, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. According to the meme, let me tell you something. Oh, Matt, I don't have it memorized. Like, I know the Bon Jovi version. Well, mostly. Well, singing it a cappella feels a little weird. Song menu. Oh god. Now I'm being really put on the spot. What have I done? You ever say something and then you have to confront your words and you regret them? See, Luna, I don't know that one either. Got a very wide song palette here that I'm realizing that my musical knowledge is a little narrow. I'm going to regret saying this because I know someone's going to ask for it, but when I was in high school, I actually sang I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred in front of my entire school. For a, one of those little pep rally things before a football game. I'm going to regret saying that, but... That is true, Lonix. That is true. That is true. Ooh, Super Freak. See, Mobutu? I don't know that one either. Gotta open up my Spotify right quick and see what I've got. Okay, so Raymond's volunteering some Hotel California. I don't know how I would set it up, but one day I should just do like a cooking stream. Because when I cook, I sing constantly. Genie to Everest? Everyone always wants to go to Everest. Where is my Halsey? Ah, yeah, see, I never got to see Queen of the Damned. See, Lonix, I don't know how you guys would feel about watching me cook. I'm not good at cooking. I have two dishes I can make. And one of them is a very liberal take on said dish. That's it, Raymond. God, I used to have fun with that song. You guys remember Shrek 2? When I was a kid, I had the VHS for Shrek 2. And it came with that karaoke disc that had all the characters singing various songs. And I had Prince Charming singing I'm Too Sexy. And that's where I learned that song. And I used to listen to that all the time. God, I used to listen to that. Just that wonderful little... What is the instrument they use there? I guess it's just a keyboard, right? Bishop, it's just tikka masala, but I throw in a crap ton of vegetables just to kind of pat it out and, you know, the whole kidney disease crap, so I kind of gotta take it where I can. But what I usually like to do is get my chicken in the oven, and I will just slather those chicken breasts with Stubbs chicken marinade. I love Stubbs. Stubbs is the best chicken marinade. And once you get the marinade on there, you can toss in all your extra herbs and spices. Really get it jazzed up. And the marinade just really keeps it juicy while it's in the oven. Chop up my onions, get them nice and, you know, grilled. Like to grill them up before I put them in the sauce. Simmer my sauce for about 40 minutes. You know, Coyote, I actually was once a judge for a chili contest at Best Buy. I mean, it wasn't super prestigious, but they made me a judge because they thought it was funny on account of me not being able to taste. But I wrote very long critiques on each one. Biker, I'm not very good at a stir fry. I've tried my hand at it a few times, but oh, I know a little bit of that one, Raymond. You know, Talos, I've said things like that. I've said some things like that. Yeah, Matt. All right. How much of it do you want, Matt? Because there's that long interlude before the first verse and the second. We just want like the chorus or what? All right, Matt, that's fair. All right, let's hit it. I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. There you go, man. That's all for you. I'm too sexy for this game. This game's going to leave me. Please, God, give me a break, Star Citizen.
Is now off.
100 and you know what? We'll long haul it. Why not? Phaedrus, you may have heard a little bit of Right Said Friend. Like, I'll admit to it, the window to my kitchen would probably be a very interesting porthole. Like, I do the whole dance and everything else. I ever tell you guys about the time I almost died in the shower to the village people? Like, there's a song by the village people called Sex Over the Phone. And, listen, when I shower, I have a little Bluetooth speaker up in the corner, and Luna. Thank you, Luna. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, like, so I'm listening to that song by the Village People, and listen, I really into it. You know, I'm in the shower, singing along, and I'm dancing. And I'm not a good dancer by any means, but you know, when you're alone, it doesn't matter. You dance like nobody's watching because nobody's watching. And I decide, for some strange reason, I'm gonna do this little spin. Well, did you know that doing a spin on a wet, slippery surface like a shower is not a good idea? And so anyway, I do the spin, and suddenly I lose control, and I slip, and I fall, and I bang just about everything I can on the way down, including hitting my head on the faucet. And when I do this, I am pretty much dazed and confused, and I am folded up like a child's first attempt at origami. And I'm just getting hit in the face by all this super hot water while the Village People are playing on my little Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, it can. Turns out doing a little spin to sex over the phone by the Village People is not advised. Turns out you should do your little spin on the catwalk, not the bathtub floor. What you think? See, now, okay, now I've got Right Said Fred in my head. Titan, this is all your fault, dude. All your fault. Also, Death, good to see you. I'm just glad we didn't go with like the cheeseburger song from VeggieTales. God, that was the bop for us who had to go to Sunday school back in the 90s / early 2000s. Like, if I could get away with it on stream, there's a song by Tism that I would sing that I really enjoy. It's the only one of theirs that I actually know. But yeah, no, like the entirety of the time that I am cooking, I am belting it. I believe that if you're not good at cooking, you can make up for it by being passionate with your food, and singing is passionate. Oh, Berlin, what's wrong with it? Is this autocorrect getting ya? Tell you what, that's what I'll do. I'll set like a super high member price and make a super secret video of me singing songs from Rocky Horror Picture Show. The only way to access it is to pay tons of money. Yes. That'll be my method of making money. Yeah. That is true, Biker. Fashion is my passion. I did buy pants the other day. Exactly, Bishop. You gotta talk to your plants. I sing to my food. And, you know, like, my tikka masala dish takes like an hour and a half minimum. So, I got a long time to sing stuff, and it's anything from, you know, Wild Cherries to Trans-Siberian Orchestra to Cher. Oh, God, Death. I forgot all about her. You know, I didn't, but I went to go see Megan in theaters last night because they had a re-showing of it in preparation for the sequel. And there was an older lady who was sat back behind me, and we had a surprisingly extended conversation after the showing. Oh, Matt, a couple of years ago, I was at Walmart trying on some shorts, and there was this weirdly forward lady who worked there who made me really uncomfortable. And Death has teased me about it ever since. I mean, biker is gonna be cool or cold or whatever? I mean, according to youngster Joey, I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. Death, she did not. She did not. We parted ways. Eventually, she just talked a lot. She went to go see a movie on her own, which is something I can greatly respect, because I used to do that a whole bunch myself. She was just telling me how much she enjoyed Blumhouse movies. She thinks Eli Roth is a good director. And she enjoys watching horror movies. And she lost me a little bit when she was going on about Jason Statham being a good actor. But, you know, to each their own when it comes to actors they like and don't like. Really, Death? Dude, I used to do that at least once a week. When I worked at Best Buy, we had a Cinemark in the exact same shopping center. So I'd close up the store and I'd just walk over and just catch a movie. And since it'd be so late and usually on a weeknight, there'd be nobody there. So I'd have the entire place to myself. And it was great. Like, I saw Rogue One opening night by myself, no one else in the cinema. It was beautiful. And sometimes seeing a movie by yourself is nice. You don't have to talk to anybody, you can just enjoy. 18C. That one's kind of a toss-up, biker. What if... Okay. I don't know if you got them over there, if they'd be fashionable. But, have you seen those zipper pants where you can, like, unzip the legs so they become shorts? Really, Justin? That was a few years back. And no, Raymond, she was very... she was very forward. Like, I've honestly pushed out many of the details. It's been so long. It was just like... If I remember correctly, I think she offered to also enter the changing room with me. It was just weird. A weird experience from a Walmart employee. Now hold on, Bishop. Now hold on. You leave zipper pants alone. They are the epitome of interchangeability and convenience. Yeah, AJ, it was really weird, dude. It was really, like... I don't even remember all the comments, but it was like... I kind of feel like I needed some bear spray. Like, she was... Oof. Like, that lady was thirsty. Like, the lady I had at the cinema last night, she was just talking. And I don't know why, but I tend to catch the talkative people in public. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just approachable. I mean, I say that. I had like a 10-minute conversation with somebody who ended up being a wrong number, but still. Good death, I don't want to be. Yeah, Raymond, you're right. You're right. And I tell you though, I forgot how much I enjoyed Megan. That's just such a fun film. If you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it. It's just a treat. Just an absolute treat. Like, I mean, you could technically call it horror. I don't call it horror. Like, the entire premise is basically like, what if Gladys from Portal was installed into an American Girl doll? And we're getting a sequel, and I'm excited for it. Like, it's fun. It's just a really fun film.
Launch complete.
I like sci-fi slasher. That's nice.
Landing gear up.
Oh, Phaedrus, Gladys from the Portal games. You know, Portal 1 and 2, and the 3 that we'll never get, since Valve is so afraid of 3s. Yeah, Ken. Have a good one, man. Oh, and once again, just so you guys know, I most likely will not be here tomorrow. I will be on the road. Like, I'll make a little announcement thing afterwards. Just... Yes, yeah, GladOS. Gladys, that one. Sorry, Phaedrus. My southern drawl might override that last part. Well, Phaedrus, that's just a... Or, AJ, that's just to give hope, you know? That's just to twist the knife. Oh, Raymond, I do. All the time, dude. Like, I don't know if I'm cursed or what. Oh, thank you, Mad. I gotta pass through Memphis and Nashville, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Really, Lonix? Might give that a whirl. I do miss Portal.
Quantum fuel is at 15%.
That's fair, Lonix. I really enjoyed Quantum Conundrum. It was a spiritual successor. Portal. With John Delancey playing the Gladys-like role. Like, basically, you're this little twerp grandson or nephew or whatever that goes to visit his super scientist uncle. And he's trapped in this dimension and he has to guide you along through his laboratory. And your portal gun actually just changes the area to different dimensions. Hey! Thank you! Holy crap, thank you. That is a full tank of gas right there. Thank you. That pretty much pays halfway to get there. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Persuader, it's good to see you, man. Thank you for that. Although I would probably embezzle it on snacks as well for the trip. It is Vader's. I mean, that's a full tank for me and my fit. Oh, Coyote. Yes, thank you. I am actually, you know what I'm looking forward to seeing? A 7-Eleven. We don't have 7-Elevens in Arkansas. So I might actually be able to branch out and try Slurpees for once. And yeah, Phaedrus, that's the truth. Like, I can manage about 36 out of the cross trek. My fit, you know, I can get 50. But gas is fairly cheap here, so I can fill up that cross track. I mean, Beggars, I could. Do you think that would get me more money? If I just told you that I unbuttoned my shirt? See, Lonix, that is weird. And simple they are, but there's just weird little dead zones. Like, I think the closest 7-Eleven to me is... I know they got them in Dallas. There's none in Texarkana. And you gotta drive a long while down I-30 before you see one. It might be Rockwall. Actually, I don't even know if they have 7-Elevens in Rockwall. Now, I will say, Beggars, there are a lot of independent gas stations here who still do the whole nachos thing. Don't eat the taquitos, but I'd love taquitos. I mean, I shouldn't. Sodium. Yeah, hold on. Let me look up the closest 7-Eleven to me. Closest 7-Eleven. No, not Circle K. That's not a 7-Eleven. Wow. Typing in 7-Eleven just makes it automatically adjust to Circle K. Hold on, I'm gonna go hit up 7-Eleven's website. Yeah, beggars, no big gulp, no Slurpees. No. It's so sad. Okay, so the closest one is a Speedway, which I guess is owned by 7-Eleven. But it turns out the closest actual honest to God 7-Eleven is the Nashville area. Yeah. Either that or the Dallas area. Well, no, hold on. I take it back. There is one in Mount Pleasant, Texas. That's only 3-4 hours away. So yeah. See, Bucky's is even further. Now we're getting a Bucky's in Benton, which is only 15 minutes down the road. But Bucky scares me. So I won't. You know, Coyote, actually, I've already been. I actually went to the Acropolis last September. The birthday trip we took. And I guess I could go again. Yeah, there's this weird cult of personality around Bucky's. Like, as a kid, like, I always see that, like, beaver sticker on everything, from dirt bikes to shirts to the back of the cars. I always wonder what the heck it was. And then, like, you say the word Bucky's, and then people just, like, go excited, like they're suddenly gonna get ice cream. Like, someone goes, Bucky's! And then, like, you find out it's just a gas station. Like, it's just a big gas station, but people act like they're going to Disneyland. And, like, yeah, like, they got nice bathrooms. Although, okay, actually, you know what? So Raymond, let's rewind that conversation about meeting weird people out in public. I was once in a bathroom at Bucky's, and I couldn't leave because there was a guy having a come to Jesus moment literally outside my door. Like, some dude praying with him and, like, holding his hands and doing the whole praying for you thing. And, like, I cracked the door open, and they are, honest to God, 6 inches from the door. So I just had to close the door and wait for them to finish their Jesus thing. And it took like 10 minutes. It was really awkward. Yeah, that's it, Coyote. It really is. It's a redneck Disneyland. Like, what gas station puts up billboards 300 miles from its closest location? You know, it's like, oh, you're only 300 miles away. And it's like, buddy, you're a gas station with delusions of a theme park. So, like, I kind of treat it like Fey rules. Like, you can look at it, but you can't take anything with you from it. Because if you do, that's how they get you. Vegas, what's wrong with the cat? Man, it was like praying about giving up drugs and stuff and a bunch of other, like, it was odd. Like, I was just trying to pee, and then I was trapped in there, and I'm like texting my friends, like, I'm gonna be a moment. There's a weird thing happening outside the stall door, and I'm trapped. And And the thing is, like, I don't know if you've ever been in a bathroom in Buc-ee's. They're busy. They're very busy. There's like 20 people in there at any given moment. So like, this wasn't just like, oh, they thought they had the whole place to themselves. Like, no, this is going on with a bunch of people around. So it was very awkward. Very, very awkward. Yeah, exactly, Coyote. And that weirds me out, man. Like, it is a gas station. No one should be that excited for a brand, you know? Unless, of course, I guess you own that brand and it's making you money, but you know what I mean. Hey, DPT. Well, that's fair, I guess, Raymond. My neighbors are weird, too. I don't know what's going on next door. Like, it's the same people, but it's different cars every week. And every time, they've got a trailer full of stuff they're hauling out of the house. But the thing is, they've been doing it for at least 2 years now, if not longer. And I'm trying to figure out how much stuff they can have in the house. It's like, are they digging tunnels in there? Like, what's going on? But it's just always trailers and trailers full of stuff they're taking out. And it's not like random junk, like little doodads and whatnot. It's like kitchen sinks and fixtures and, you know, like large furniture-based stuff, cabinetry, things like that. And I don't mean like little bitty U-Haul trailers. I mean like trailers big enough to put a car on. Oh, beggars, that sounds nice. Do you like taco? I mean, Simple, tell me more about this eBay house situation. You know, Raymond, I actually passed a pawn shop, or not a pawn shop, a flea market, on a trip once that was called Needful Things, and it was out in some little podunk town. I didn't stop because I just figured it was too on the nose and, you know. I mean, Simple, I don't know, man. I don't think so, because like the stuff isn't exactly in good condition. Like it's like they're remodeling the house. It's like they're just yanking stuff out. Like it's not exactly, it's like if they were gonna gut it and then rebuild it, but it's like it's constantly in the process of being gutted. But there can't be that many guts, you know? They've also got a Rottweiler over there that constantly gets out. And thankfully, the dog is just an absolute dingus. It's not aggressive. It's a big goof. It's just amazing at getting out of a fence. I mean, man, they could be. I mean, they keep to themselves. They're not rude or anything. I'm just curious about whatever it is they got going on. You know, like they've never been rude to me or anything like that. We've always been cordial to each other when I bring their dog back to them. I just, you know, I don't want to be rude. Like, what do you got going on? But I also want to know what they got going on. See, simple. I would do that if I knew how to do that. You know, Death, that's not a bad idea. Except, what if I don't want to do any heavy lifting? I mean, I guess I got to do some work if I want to find out what's going on. I mean, maybe, Raymond? Like, I've just never seen them bring anything in. And it's not like I'm, you know, spying on them all the time, so I could just be missing stuff. I don't know. And like I said, different cars every week, but still the same people. That's also the curious part. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with doing beehives. And man, I want to hear more about this Jaguar squatter. I guess if you gotta pay rent, you can afford a lot more car. Maybe, Mad. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. But either the house hasn't been livable, they've been living in it, or, like I said, there's gotta be, like, tunnels. Yeah, Raymond, for one, I don't really have a good angle from my house. And two, while I'm curious, I just don't care enough. Well, that could be it, Luna. Seems like that'd be really expensive, though. Yeah, Bishop, sleep well, man. I appreciate it. And man, what do they burgle out of your garage? One second. I need water. Now, Raymond, tell us about a cardle house. What is a cardle house? Oh man, your snowblower hit your car? Did you get him on it at least? I mean, that sounds expensive. Oh, cartel house. Okay. Okay, I thought cardle might be some sort of over the pond term that I didn't know.
Launch complete.
Now, Wolf, that is fair, but the whole dealership thing. Because it is always temp tags.
Landing gear up.
Where's he going with a Herc? Where could he be? And he's gone. I like the CIA safe house. And Coyote would be nice. I mean, a lot of people are going to steal anyway. Like, stealing for need, I get that. I get that. Like, I see somebody stealing food. No, I didn't. But, dude, I have seen people steal the silliest of things. Like, okay, when I worked at Best Buy, tons of theft. You know who my most common thieves were? Soccer moms. They'd try on a little bling bling iPhone case, scoff at the admittedly very large price tag, and then just decide to leave it on their phone and walk out with it. Like when I worked in asset protection, ooh, buddy. Like, you got two kind of thieves. Your professional thieves and your honest thieves. And you're never going to catch a professional thief. But all those like, oh, well, I would never. Back the blue and whatnot. And then suddenly it's like, well, I'm also going to steal this $60 iPhone case with a little, you know, gel glitter. It's like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. I've never done anything like this. And it's like, then why did you do it, Gladys? Once had a guy steal a radar detector. And it's like, I get it. But screw you, dude. What are we gonna do? Where am I gonna go? Wish I could get these contracts in 24s. You know what? Maybe one whole C run. Just one. Just one. Where's my whole C? Now, Roy, if people want to steal soap, they can steal soap. As someone who has dealt with the public, please, God, use soap. You can steal that all you want. Sorry, can I not scroll this? You know what? It's probably at Pyro. I bet it's at Pyro. Can I check assets? Huh? Be cool if any of this worked. I'm gonna guess Pyro Gateway. We're gonna give it a go. And go look for it. Oh yeah, Luna. Oh yeah. A lot of people steal stuff because they're too embarrassed to check out with it. Like, they want to get their, like, the wart cream or whatever. I feel like that's what a self-checkout is for. You know, steal from Walmart. They're big. Uh-oh, Raymond. Hope he's all right. Yeah, see, Simple, I've had a few people I have dealt with. Okay, so when I worked at GameStop, and this was, 2007 era, We had this entity that would visit GameStop, and for sake of story, I'm gonna call him Larry. And I never actually saw Larry buy anything, but he would come in, and when he came in, he would bring a funk with him. This malicious stench. And he would just kind of slowly meander through the store and permeate his stench. And when he came in, everybody else left. And the unfortunate thing about being employed there was I could not leave. And there was eventually a time that I finally had to tell him to go because he triggered an asthma attack in one of my employees. And I feel like if you've gotten to the point where your odor can trigger an asthma attack in someone who is 40 feet away from you, maybe, just maybe, instead of looking at video games, we should look at soap. Hey, Apple. And like, he wasn't the only one, but he was the worst one. No, sadly, Matt, he was quite alive. I actually went to school with him. Just and like, I know they had money. Like his parents would just drop him off while they went grocery shopping because it was easier than dealing with him, I guess. It was just oh my god. So yeah, no. Somebody wants to steal like basic toiletries, food, whatever, go
Please
for it.
proceed to assigned landing bay.
But if you're stealing stuff like Bluetooth speakers from Best Buy, like I ain't gonna. Sorry, I can't excuse that one. That's greed over need. Steal for need, not for greed. I mean, stealing for need is how we got Les Mis, you know? One of the world's best musicals because the dude wanted some bread.
Thank you, and please visit again.
I'm still coming through, right? Hold on, I'm getting some sort of weird notification in OBS. You guys still hear me? Testing. Star Citizen seems to be working. All right, as long as you guys can hear me. Hopefully this is still okay. All right, still going there.
Well,
Sorry, YouTube was having a
ASOP
conniption.
vehicle retrieval system.
Well, Wolf, if that's the case, you can borrow a couple of bucks off me if you like. Unknown. I don't feel like waiting 15 minutes to get that
Your
back.
insurance claim has been sent.
Well, maybe. Just maybe. We'll, what time? 5:25? Oof. I guess I could auto-loot some cargo or something. I'm just sad that you just make so much more with hauling missions than you can honest-to-God trade. Like, what am I sitting on right now? On the cusp of 22. What's a cute little mission I can knock out? $70. 631. They pay so much. Raymond, I believe that. I believe that. Why is it always Tressler to Everest? You ever notice, like, you get all these jobs, and once you filter them for the ones you can actually do, there's just so little variation. By Genie to Everest, well, by Genie's close. And Luna, that's real cheeky. That's real cheeky. I hope you had a good chuckle with that one.
You are clear to launch.
Launch complete. Landing gear.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Although I don't know if I should. I should stop at Everest. I should at least leave, that way I don't get stuck there. For some reason, people have really enjoyed leaving Ursa's at Everest. Let's go move some cargo. Might slow boat just a little bit on the way to ArcCorp. Raymond, what is that? Is that an energy drink? Like, I could hit an orbital, but eh. Oh, no, Raymond. Have fun with that. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. I should be able to jump to that now.
Quantum drive is now off.
You know, Raymond, I kind of wish we'd go back to glass bottles. Like, I know there's the whole people are terrible and just toss them out, and that causes a whole bunch of terrible, no good things. People getting their feet cut open at the beach and whatnot, but glass just seems better from both a health and environment standpoint. I can't help but notice a C2 right here in the doorway. I think it needs a scan. Someone could be hurt. Yeah, exactly. Like, I remember Mom used to make a good bit just from turning in her beer cans, you know? Like, every couple of months, we'd turn in bags and bags of beer cans. She'd make like $30 and go buy more beer. And, you know, I now realize it's kind of awkward as a childhood memory, but still. You know, she made some cash off of it. Lame. Give me that hanger. Hey, that's pretty good, Justin. I could get closer. Yeah, sure thing, man. Have a good night, man. I'm gonna finish this trade run or hauling run. Call it myself. Man, that soda did not last, did it? Really, Raymond? I wonder when we paid more. I guess you could bring it directly back to the company? Hey, that's always nice. Getting those perks. I do enjoy that. Chinese place I like to get food from. It's been throwing in some free spring rolls for me. That's just always fun. You know, when you get good enough with a restaurant or a place, they give you those little perks and you're just like, yeah. It feels good. Being rewarded for that loyalty. Don't do this to me. Roll back. Roll back. Who does, Justin? Oh, Persuader I have, but it's been very... Man, let me tell you about a run I did the other day, dude. Which has really discouraged me. So I sneaked down the Golden Riviera. Which is, you know, basically Shepherd's Rest. Right next to Shepherd's Rest. I fill up on ETAM. Alright? You know, I drop 1 million credits and some change. I sneak out of there. I go to sell that ETAM Persuader. And while unloading, someone else calls a hangar, and it spawns their hangar on top of mine. I lose all the boxes that are currently on my hangar floor. So that means I lost half the boxes that I purchased. And even if I had sold everything smoothly, I would have made a total price of 400k after risking like $1 million and some change, when I could make 500,000 basically every 15 minutes with a hull C, risking none of my own money. Or making a paltry 100k a trade run back to back from stations. Maybe 200k if I get lucky. Yeah, it's a rough bug. And it's just why do I suffer that with all that increased risk at a known pirate hotspot when I could just take the easy route with literally no risk and make more money? Like, I trade just to trade, but man, it gets tough. It gets really tough. And it's like, that's with everything going smoothly. You know, I wasn't attacked by pirates at all. Poor pirates don't really have anything to do right now because everyone's doing hauling. There's no fat to trim. And it's kind of sad. Really. Yeah, but you know, a lot of traders want to minimize risk. Like, that's kind of the whole point, is, you know, trying to make money for the least amount of risk. So I can't blame them for not being silly. Yeah, see, Raymond, I never really had that. My mom didn't really have friends. It's probably good you were far too innocent to understand. Kids have a way of saying things that, adults wish they wouldn't. I know I've said several things to my dad's girlfriends that he probably regretted. Yeah, exactly, Persuader. Like, imagine what I'm loading up right here. Like, I loaded ETAM, and that was in boxes of 8. You know, that's a long load, and it was only 180 SCU. It was the maximum of what I could purchase there. But I actually did a full Caterpillar load of Altrusha toxin. Same place, 16s. I fully loaded a Caterpillar like this with 16s. And then, you know, 2 16s up front. And you know what I made on that? 200k. Like 400 plus SCU of Altrusha toxin. Bought at Golden Riviera, the pirate hotspot, and I made 200k. Like, that's not right. That ain't right. No, Raymond, that's a good rule, man. That's a good rule. Probably a rule I should abide by, but I won't. Nope, nope, nope. Hey, Tars. Well, Golden, I want to see them do a little bit more work to the commodity side. But I've waited this long. It's been alright today. I was in Oblivion yesterday. Elder Scrolls Oblivion, just so we're clear. Ah, see, the sarcasm was lost on me. Oh, Tars, Oblivion was great. Finished up my Mages Guild recommendations by punching my way through everything I could. Became the hero of Kvatch.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
That didn't save, did it? Well, you know, Golden, I'm going to that Bar Citizen. And hopefully... It's doing this thing. Hopefully someone will be there. I'm like, hey... What is your plan with this? Why does trade suck? Well, Raymond, they did change the shaders a little bit on them. I wish they would go back to the original shaders that the game had. Give it that pastel blue-green fantasy look that it used to have back in the day. I'm sorry, what is going on? Why can't I? Can I jump the walla? Yeah, C-Tars, I was going to play with it, but it really screwed up the stream for some reason. So I had to disable it.
Quantum drive is now off.
Oh, I see that it didn't save the fuel that I paid for. I think I got fuel. I might be wrong. I mean, Justin, he bought the whole thing. Yeah, Raymond, no, I agree there. I do agree there. I do miss that original look. Much better than Skyrim. Skyrim's just too gray and brown. Justin, are you asking how much it was? Because it was 400. Little furball set me back.
Quantum drive is now off.
Oh, Raymond, man. I can only hope. I doubt it, but I can only hope. Gee golly.
Is now off.
You know, I haven't heard from him in a while. Maybe they are gearing up for something big for Invictus, but I haven't heard from them in a minute. Yeah, no, I would love to do that giveaway.
Shield system online.
Give away a whole tack. Fully furnished castle in Oblivion? Hold on, can you actually get a castle in Oblivion? This is going to sound silly, but I always played very poor in Oblivion. Like, my house was basically just a dumping ground for items. Okay, Luna, answer me something. Was Battlehorn, did they add that in? Was that added to the game? I don't remember that at all being in the original. And there's a lot of stuff that I missed in the original, but it seems odd that you show up to a castle, do a fight, and they go, "Oh, you saved us. Here's the deed. You own this castle now." Raymond, I didn't. I don't know what it is, but I play quite the transient in most games. I don't like having a place that I'm tied down to. If that makes sense. Yeah, like that was my thing. It's like I've done nothing. I showed up, I punched 3 dudes, and it's like, oh, congratulations, this is your place now. And it's like, Excuse me? No, it's not. Like, I don't live here. What are you talking about? Oh god, not that stupid argument. No, Raymond, I get it. And I might change my mind with this playthrough. It's like, oh, if I put everything, if I buy a house in Cheydinhall, that means I gotta go back to Cheydinhall for things. Says someone who has clearly never been a homeowner in Oblivion. The thing is, if I buy a house, I have to remember where it is. Yeah, see, simple, like, I use it for item storage, and that's about it. And maybe I'll change my gameplay up. There's a chance. I just, you know, I'm always on the road. Being an adventurer. I got vampires to punch. Goblins to punch. Other people to punch. A lot of things to punch. Very, very busy punch bag. All right, Luna, let me ask you a question. How sacrilege would it be for me to use console command to redo my class? Because I realized that since I don't wear armor, I'm never going to increase my light armor. Because I've been doing a no armor, no weapons playthrough. Of just punching. Yeah, just go for it. I'm actually... Once I get this load sent down, I'm checking out myself. Should I just live with the consequences of my custom class stuff? Yeah, see, Raven, that's why I'm just asking. Just asking, you know. It's just a hypothetical question. I'm playing it at full capacity. And I'll get a home. Tell you what. I will buy a home if I'm allowed to change my my class stuff. How about that? Hey, Akio, not too bad. Just finishing up this one last hauling run. And Raymond, I was asking if it was sacrilege to use the console command in Oblivion to change my class. Because it turns out I'm just never going to use a lot of my major skills. Since I'm not wearing armor at all in Oblivion. Like, you can do that with the console, right? Seems like you can do everything else. Like, I don't want to cheat or anything. It's just, I'm not using light armor. I'm not using a bunch of other stuff. Like, I will be using magic. Yeah, there we go. I like that. I like that. That's good. That's good stuff. Yeah. Start from the beginning, Raymond. What? No. Start from the like 11 hours in. I've got all my recommendations. How about that, Raymond? That just sounds cruel. Would you make my poor orc do that? Poor Jack Orkston. I don't know what the unforeseen advantage would be, except just, you know, hindsight. I don't know, Squirrel. I've done small haul runs with my caterpillar. So I could use it. I'm going to argue that I am winning because I've advanced slightly. I mean, literally, that's what people started calling him yesterday. I tried to make him look like Antonio Banderas. His actual name is Grothbar. He has a wife, you know. Her name is Gruff Barbara. See, Golden, I'm just trying to check myself on it. Because I don't want to do the thing where I open console command and then start on a slippery slope and have, you know, 800,000 gold and everything else, and I'm just console commanding my way through the whole game. Like, I'll do it, but I gotta make sure I feel bad about it. All right. Well, that's done. Back to 22 million. Really? What's our rep at? Ugh. I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna log out at Everest. And I know when I wake up, I'm gonna see a freaking Ursa.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
See, Luna, that's a fair cop.
Your
Like, I might honestly just keep what I've got. And just stick with it.
Please visit us again.
All right. It is time for me to go. So, once again, if anybody is going to be at that Bar Citizen in Nashville this Saturday, let me know, because I'm also going to be. Wow, no Ursa. I see somebody tried, but no Ursa. But anyway, most likely you will not see me tomorrow as I will be on the road for said Bar Citizen. So we will continue Monday. So you guys have a wonderful night. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully I'll see some of you in Nashville. And as always, until next time, keep on trucking. Have a good night, guys.